Hey guys, and welcome back to the Manufacturers Cup. If it's your first time, don't forget to hit that subscribe, and if you have been following, this is it, my friends. This is the final of the Manufacturers Cup. Cleanest race I've raced so far in the entire championship, I must admit. I don't have any complaints about the race, although there were stresses involved with this. Well, let me explain. Okay, so we were scheduled to have load shedding on the day of the race, okay, and weeks before that, the time was always 6 o'clock when the races started, basically, and it just happened to be that load shedding was scheduled for 6 o'clock on this day. So I wasn't even supposed to be able to race, okay, but I don't know, for some reason when I went on to go practice, I saw that the first race started at, I think, 4 o'clock. So I obviously jumped on that. I was like, okay, well, if it's going to start at 4 and my load shedding is only scheduled to 6, you know, I can maybe pull it off, you know. An hour. That's what I need for a race, basically. It's just an hour. And yeah, I decided, let's risk it, you know. Risk it for the biscuit. I mean, it's the final, so it's our last chance to get to the top 100. And we don't do too bad. We don't break 100, unfortunately, but we come fairly close. But yeah, unfortunately I wasn't able to clip the whole starting ceremony of the championship this time. The race was a little bit longer. See, I can only clip so much at a time. I think it's like 30 minutes. I can do 60 minutes, but then it takes up too much space and I have to delete videos, and yeah, it's too much time consuming crap. So I can only record 30 minutes, and the race was just a little bit longer than, I think it was like 31 minutes, and it just cut out the whole ceremony in the beginning of the race. So basically there's not going to be any ceremony. We're just going to jump from here. When I say play, it's going to go straight into the race, and yeah, we're just going to see how we do. One thing I must say about the race though, like there's one rule, obviously, is or not rule, but there's a requirement, is that you have to race with hard tires. And I'll show you the difference between you have to race with hard tires, but you can use medium tires. Okay, so I'll show you the difference between the pitting strategies of everybody. Okay, so you could start on mediums, but you would end up running out. Like your tires would wear before you got to the end of the race. Or you could start on hards, but you wouldn't be so quick as all the other cars from the start. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, you'll see now. Let's have a look. Yeah, I qualified second, so we started in a good position. And we have a couple of good battles in this race. I must admit, I quite enjoyed this race. Let me just put the settings up there quickly. In this race, the fuel actually goes down quite quickly. That was the whole thing about this race. Like, they made it so that your fuel didn't last. It wouldn't last for the entire 12 laps, so you'd have to pit. See this Erasmus guy and Perry, the guy that's right behind me, they both have medium tires on, and I've got hard tires on, so I'm struggling to keep in the corners the way that they are taking the corners, and you'll see they chase me down. Well, Erasmus leaves, he leaves me, and I keep defending against Perry. because he's obviously quicker through the corners, but he's got a rear-wheel drive car, and my car is four-wheel drive. You see a little bit of contact there between those two guys. But all in all, I had a clean race. I can't say the same for the rest of the people. Like, I know Erasmus goes off track completely at some point. Yeah, this was a good race though. I enjoyed it. In that corner, that's where Rasmus loses it. Not this time, obviously. You see, someone just went off there. You see, coming down the straight, that Perry is catching me. It's those medium tires. And it puts me under quite a bit of pressure, but not enough to make me falter. I'll show you. Different camera angles. I say I don't falter. I think I lie. I do. This Perry puts a bit too much pressure on me on one of the corners, and I cannot keep up. But it's a pitting game. Remember, you have to read. You have to plan, you have to have a strategy before you go into this race. You can't just go in and... I suppose you could, but the chances of knowing what's gonna happen at the end of the race is about as slim as 50-50, I suppose. I'd rather know for a fact. Flashing his lights every time he comes around the corner. There he is. Close. If you have a look down there at the fuel gauge, you'll see we've already burned through almost a quarter of the tank. We're only on the third lap. And it's not like I'm going slower around the track. I'm going quicker, but check. Perry he's there. He's not giving me an inch. But I don't want to let him go. I've got the inside. Cheeky, but it's fine, you know. It's not detrimental to anybody. He slowed down and gave him my place back, basically. He could have Could have really screwed us both over there, but he did not. He kind of knew. He knew. It's like he knew I was on hards and he was on medium, so he just had to wait for the right time. Gotta slow down, yeah. See that Erasmus is pulling away from me like nobody's business. But it's because me and Perry are battling basically. I think it's this lap. It's just a little bit too close to me, and call it mirror racing. I'm looking at him too much, and I'm not focusing on what's going on in front of me. And it's only for a split second that I lose concentration, and you'll see clearly where I lose concentration. You see? See, we're almost halfway through a tank now. We're on the 4th lap. So basically by the 9th lap you would have run out of fuel if you were going flat out all the way. And I was like, okay, I'm going to pit because I need to change the tires. I'm using the hards now while I can, you know, just to gain position. And so if you look on the map, between me, Perry and Erasmus, we're far away from the pack behind, you know, and then there's gaps still to 5th and 6th. So it's this lap. Puts me under thick pressure, and my whole strategy is to go in on the 6th lap to change tires and refuel. Because I figure at the 6th lap I should be just under half a tank. Then if I fill my tank, well, I wouldn't even need to fill it, but get close to full, I could go all the way to the end on the mediums. Check, yeah. Oops. Alright, come back, boy. But it's alright. He didn't get that far in front of me. I think something must have happened to him as well, because he slowed down a hell of a lot. I actually think he messes up on one of the corners now. And I take the position back from him. Let's have a look. I'm pretty sure he messes up on that chicane. check. Overshot the chicane. Yeah, sorry buddy. That's my position. So we both had like our little stints of pressure. Although he catches me again, you know, but you would because he has medium tires on. You'll see what happens when I put a pair of medium tires on. And then all these guys, yeah, they look like they're going backwards. I think I dropped all the way to 13th or something like that in this race. And then in between the 6th lap and the 12th lap, I absolutely demolish everybody. I take a sneaky pass on that Erasmus. At one point. And some people might say it's a bit of a questionable pass, but he wouldn't get out of my way, and I was getting impatient. And he was slower than me. I will point out how much slower than me he was, you know. But I was being respectful, you know. Race etiquette. I have such things. See that Erasmus is well far in front of me. He's already gone past the chicane. But this is where I go, okay, shit, this guy's on my ass, I'm ducking into pits. See there, I dip into pit. You'll see how far down my position drops. You see I'm using hard tires. Yeah, come boys. Change tires and refuel. There, 92. Not completely full, but it's basically a full tank. Now we move. Okay, so we didn't drop to 13th. I came out at 11th, so that's good. Now the Scooby starts to vuma. See this guy in front of me, I see, he has no chance. Check up the inside. See there, Erasmus has gone into pits and he's got medium tires on, and so has Perry Holt. So the two guys that were in front of me had mediums on. Now they're changing to hards because they have to. I've already done my laps with the hard, so I don't have to do. I can finish the race now on the mediums, which means I'll be quicker through the corners. And you'll see now as we come past pits, we grab a couple of positions, go past Perry and MJC. I think we catch Perry right at the end. He comes out of the pits. Yeah, there you see Perry's behind me. But he's got no chance of catching me now. He had the advantage earlier, I've got the advantage now. It's all about strategy, Baba. Strategy. Hey. Check that, already 0.3 seconds better than my best. 4 laps to go and I'm 8th. Check this maneuver, sports. Oh, mix. And the thing is, Max has also got to go back into the pit. They've all the people that are in front still have to go into the pits because they've been basically fuel managing their cars to go a bit further. You see there, the second and third's gone into pits now. They've only got 6. And I mean, you saw how long it took for me to get out of the pits. As we come past pits now, boom, 3 positions, just like that. As you can see, Erasmus still second, and I think he ends up taking first at a point. Me and this Dodge have a battle and a half. Up here. How's that for racing? Yay! Head to head. Woo. Beautiful racing. Third's gone into pits. So did the guy that was just behind me. Now I've got big gaps. I've just got to catch second and first hasn't gone into pit either, so the only person I know I've got to beat is number 2, Mr. Erasmus. And I got half a tank with 2 laps to catch him. I put the Scooby flat. Going right to the edge, as it's see them. I think something happens in front here. I actually just want to have a look because Erasmus goes off track for some reason. I think he overshoots the corner. Okay, I see. That was dirty. But that guy went into pits anyway, so it's fine. But like, look here. Look at the speed I come down at this guy with, and I'm not there, you know what I mean? I can't, I was going to end up pushing him like that guy did now, and I was like, no, let me rather not. Let me just keep him under pressure. But he keeps blocking me, and I get irritated at a point. I'll show you where I'm just like, nah, sorry, I'm pushing past now. It's coming up here. He goes wide, I'm like, okay, I'll take the inside, but then he tries to push in, and I'm like, no, it's my position. A little bit of a bump there, but it's alright. Now I've got the mediums on my Kariki boy. Catch me if you can. See, as soon as I got past him, I start making a gap. And I mean, it's lap 11. What's he gonna do? Pit now, get new tires, and then come chase me again? No chance. But next lap is final lap. Now watch the map. Absolutely leave them. See those calipers red hot at the end there. Final lap with a quarter tank to spare. And all I'm thinking to myself while I'm on this lap and I'm in this position is, please, please, Lord, just don't let the bloody power go off now. Because that would have sucked. That would have sucked big time. But as you can see, power didn't go off, so and if you look behind me, you can see that guy is far behind now. By the time we get to this corner over here, I'm already quite sure of my victory. You'll see I start flashing lights. Although not in the corners. Get to the chicane here, I'll start flashing my lights. Sure? No? Yeah. Woo! Yeah, boys! Number one. Hey? People got chopped. But yeah, if you joined me for all of the races and you saw my struggle to get to this point, people, I thank you and I appreciate you. I will show you the end results right after this. We'll show you where I ended up, and yeah, hopefully I qualify for the next round of races. I think the next round is the finals that run between July up until I think August or October. So there's races that span over like 3 months type of thing. So that's going to be a bit more of a serious one. But yeah, thank you guys for joining, and I'll catch you in the next one. Shot.
Control.